What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more AFK Journey, and today we're doing a second hero preview for the upcoming Waves of Intrigue season. Probably one that a lot of people are excited for, Nara, because this is a hero that's coming directly from AFK Arena. If you guys have played it, you know her. They have changed some things up, like we talked about previously. She is a rogue instead of a warrior, like she was over in AFK Arena. She's still a physical damage dealer, range 1. Her kit is very much, I feel like, almost, it's not for bossing, I can tell you that much. It feels more PvP, AFK battle oriented, and she has a really interesting kit. So let's start out with Crimson Vengeance here. She gains energy at the start of battle, so she's instantly going to get way ahead of the curve for a lot of people. After charging up briefly, she deals damage to a target. If the HP of that target is lower than 40%, she will deal true damage instead. So yes, she does do true damage. And technically, it says here in auto battle, this skill won't be used against non-boss enemy heroes whose HP is above 40%. So it's interesting because she is able to do true damage. It does really hype it up and amp it up. We'll have to see how that goes. Now, the one thing you might say is like, well, yeah, but her skill range is, range 1. It's going to be hard to get to that target very quickly. However, one thing's really great. Phantom Chains. This is what we talked about from the AFK Arena video the other day. Nara pulls a distant enemy hero toward her when there are no enemies within her normal attack range. You don't have to put her right up in the front lines where you want to put your tank. You can put her anywhere and she'll grip somebody. She'll do a death grip type effect with her chain and pull them right to her. The target loses 3.5% plus 0.5% of skill power HP for every tile they are pulled. So this is going to do a straight line. So the further away they are, the more damage this is going to do, up to 250% of her attack. This skill won't defeat the enemy and prioritizes attacking the closest symmetrical hero. So this is very much like what we've seen in the past with, where is she? Sylvena's ability, where it's, again, she targets the target straight across from her. So if I jump into a quick battle for you guys to see real quickly here, I'm going to take everybody off the battlefield and we're only going to put Nara in here. So you can see over the enemy's head, there's a chain. You can kind of see what's going on here. So you can try to figure out the furthest distance possible, and when you grip that target, you'll notice they're going to lose a chunk of HP as well. And then she gets to her ultimate extremely quickly. Now this is going to be a very good tool if you're trying to pick apart an enemy that's being really annoying. I'll show you. I'll just put Dunlinger in the front just to show you guys what's going on here. We're going to grip all the way across here and take their healer, bring it to our side of the battlefield, and this is very much like a Rainier effect that we're used to seeing. And then you'll notice here her ultimate can do a huge burst of damage. Not only that, once you get her exclusive too, that ultimate gets supercharged even further. So we're going to show you guys some combat here a little bit later. I want to go over the rest of her skills before we do just that. Killer Kick. Nara kicks the nearby enemy, dealing damage, knocking them into the air and down for 2 seconds. So it's essentially a hard CC effect. She then follows up with 3 rapid kicks, each dealing damage. Her hero's focus is going to increase her own attack, and then after assists or kills will extend, or basically give her even more attack beyond just that. At Supreme Plus, after defeating an enemy with Crimson Vengeance, which is her ultimate skill, she's going to restore an instant 250 energy on top of the 200 you normally gain from getting a kill. Here we go. This is the exclusive weapon right here. After defeating an enemy with Crimson Vengeance, Nara releases a 2-tile wide shockwave effect, dealing damage equal to 8% of the target's max HP to all enemies within that area. This shockwave also heals all allies within the area by 8% of the target's max HP. The damage dealt and healing from the skill won't exceed 600% of her own attack, which is why having all these extra attack buffs and everything can play really well into this. When you go to level 2 and 3, it's just increasing the damage and healing potential. For once, usually we see the meta defining changing unique ability from the exclusive be at plus 10. It looks like on her it's going to be plus 15. It says when Nara's energy is full, she casts Phantom Chains on the enemy outside of her normal attack range with an HP below 40%. So remember, this is the grip ability that she uses at the very beginning of battle. Essentially, it means every time she's going to cast her ultimate, she's going to grab the lowest HP target on the battlefield and execute that target, which is honestly really awesome. I'm going to just put a couple heroes into the battle here. I don't want to like overpower it and show a ton of things on the battlefield, but you can see here we got the grip ability on the Haywin. We have her ultimate ready to go. No enemy is, you can see here, like nobody's below 40%, and it looks like it holds it to prioritize a lower HP target, it seems like. And if there isn't one, then it's just kind of interesting. We'll have to see what happens with another hit right here. So you can see right now, Dunlinger had that basically ability that nobody can cast ultimates right now. Luckily though, because we have his exclusive, she can still do it. So let's see what happens right here. It looks like there's no other candidates for the pull because nobody's below 40%. So we kind of need to get another damage dealer in here to sweeten the pot up. So I'm going to throw Sinbad in this battle. We're going to be talking about him a little bit later today. We'll kind of go over a little bit more of a deep dive on him to show you guys what he can do. But again, it does look like Nara's auto cast does want to wait for somebody to be low HP. So right there, see, once the target got low, she then cast it, and you can see she gets a chunk of energy, and then she continues to just pull the next target to her side of the battlefield. Now, this is kind of crazy because you notice everybody was on the enemy side and she pulls them over constantly. It's really interesting. This might be a manual use hero, but you see what's going on here, right? She pulls the target to this side of the battlefield. She does the damage, and you know what? Maybe we should put Aaron in this team. I don't know. We're kind of doing some weird composition here. Let's throw some other heroes in. Maybe we can put her over here. Again, we kind of want her the furthest back on the battlefield, though. It seems like that works out really well. Let's try just running 3 heroes, some healing and stuff, and see how it turns out. Again, heroes coming to her side is good as well, just because of the way that her ability works. It's going to do an AoE shockwave when she does do it. She's waiting for them to get to 40%. And you can see right here, it's going to do that secondary explosion. That's her exclusive going off, doing an extra hit. And so she should chain the target. Oh, she took an L right there. This is a really good battle to kind of highlight what's going on here. I'm going to throw a Smokey in here just for some additional crowd control, or not crowd control, some additional healing from the crowd control that they're doing. So I want to show you guys this ultimate again. It's going to make her pause, wait till somebody's low enough, and then what happens is she is going to use it right here, does that nice AoE damage, also heals allies, and then she keeps chaining more targets into her range. I'm interested to see if she chains this target over here. She should chain and then use her ultimate, I think. Maybe that's not working right, because she's supposed to pull the target if there's a target that is lower than 40% to her before she uses that ultimate. So that's interesting how that's working. I might also just be misinterpreting what they mean with her abilities right now. But that's really interesting. When her energy is full, she casts Phantom Chains on an enemy outside of her normal range. I guess it has nothing actually to do with her ultimate skill or anything. It's just the second she hits full energy, even though she's not going to cast that ultimate immediately, she's going to pull an enemy closer to her that has HP below 40, basically giving her a target to use Crimson Vengeance. Now, again, I don't know exactly where we're going to use Nara just yet, but her skill set is very unique. It's essentially using Reiner's ability to move the enemy's formation over and over and over, and I'm really excited to see what she can do. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one.